sleep, my veins run dry, I'm empty. I can't see, I'm blinded by this concrete. And I should call you, see.
We all know that action cameras have become a must-have accessories for a bunch of creators, especially if you're into adventure, vlogging, or just want to have fun. And there are many popular and really good action cameras out today. In the video today, I've been out testing the GoPro Hero 10, the DJI Action 2, and the brand new DJI Osmo Action. Maybe it's not completely brand new, but it's new for me. I just had it 2 days. So I've been walking just and taking some vlogging tests just to see how good the image is from this camera and which one is best for you and of course for me. And let's first talk about the GoPro Hero 10, which is a camera that's been out now for over a year. It's a really good camera. You can shoot up to 5.3K 60 in 4K 120. This camera is really good, and it's been so much fun to play with this camera. The image quality is really good, and the stabilization is excellent. But GoPro Hero 10 has some limitations, of course. In my opinion, you need to shoot in flat to get the best out of this camera. And it's pretty easy to grade the footage from the GoPro Hero 10. And yeah, it just looks good. Today I've been shooting everything in normal color profile just to make it the comparison as likely as possible, just to see which of these cameras performs best. But I've been shooting in the highest resolutions in 5.3K 30 frames with the GoPro Hero 10, and it's just an excellent camera to use. It has some flaws, of course. All action camera has that, and for me the battery life is pretty bad on this camera. The internal audio is pretty good, and overall it's an excellent camera, and I can highly recommend this camera. So it all depends on what you want and what you need, but overall, if you want a rugged camera that produces really good images, I can highly recommend the GoPro Hero 10. And the next camera to talk about is the DJI Action 2. We all remember when this camera came out in 2021. A lot of people was really disappointed of this camera just because of the design, and has some limitations, of course, but mostly it was the magnetic design that some people didn't like. And it's not a typical form factor of an action camera, and it's pretty fragile, I have to say. But for me, this is an excellent vlogging camera. It's small, compact, but it has a strange design. It feels a little bit top heavy sometimes, but overall it produces really good images. The max resolution on this camera is 4K 120, but I usually shoot in 4K 60 and 4K 30. And the normal color profile on the DJI camera is possibly some of the best you can get. It's much better than the GoPro Hero 10. The stabilization is good. It has a bigger sensor than the GoPro Hero 10, so it performs a little bit better in low light. But overall, I can highly recommend this camera. It produces really good images. It's a little bit fragile, so I wouldn't recommend this for extreme sports. The internal audio is really good on this camera. So overall, this is an excellent camera that produces really good images, and you can get it for a pretty good deal now. I think it's around $250. So yeah, it's a good camera. And the last camera we're going to talk about is the DJI Osmo Action 3. This camera has a really rough start, that's for sure, because a lot of people had a bunch of troubles with it, especially focusing. And this camera is from the batch from 2022 September. I haven't reviewed the footage yet, so I have a video up now, so you can check that out, of course, just to see. But I really hope it produces good image and the focus and sharpness looks good on this camera. If not, I'm gonna return it. But you can shoot up to 4K 120 on this camera. The battery life is excellent, the best of all of these three cameras, and it can tolerate pretty low temperature. So this is overall an excellent action camera that is really rugged, just like the GoPro Hero 10. But I really hope DJI can figure out the focusing issues and just they need to do something. So DJI had a really rough start, but overall I really like the design of this camera. The magnetic system on it is excellent. The normal color profile is beautiful. The colors are true. You can shoot in this in like 10-bit. So we just gonna see how the footage looks like. You can see a comparison between these three cameras: the GoPro Hero 10, the Action 2, and the Osmo Action 3 on this video. Tell me which of these cameras you like the most. But for me, it's make it or break it for the Osmo Action in this video. If the footage doesn't look good, the focusing and sharpness doesn't look good, I'm gonna return it. I only had it for 2 days, so I really hope that this the video quality from this camera is excellent. It need to be. Okay guys, this is 10-bit flat with the Osmo Action 3. Really hope this image looks good and you can tweak it as much as you want in post-production. I don't know, I'm not good in grading, but if you have the possibility to stretch the footage as much as possible, because we all know that in 8-bit there are a few limitations, so 10-bit should be much better. But the most important thing, am I in focus? Because like I said, if this camera doesn't work as promised, especially the focus and soft image, then I'm gonna return it. I only had this camera for 2 days, so it must work. If not, I'm really disappointed with DJI, but just have to wait and see. 10-bit is gonna be fun to see how much I can pull the image, but you never know. So this is 4K 30, 10-bit flat, DSLR-like. Gonna be fun to see how the image is. It's slippery today and it's pretty dull and grey, but we're getting close to spring. So how does the 10-bit look graded and ungraded? You tell me down in the description which camera is best to keep.
What you've been up to, I've been wondering how far did you go in 7 months. I bet you're happy and don't think that much about me. Here I am, not knowing how to move on without you. Without you.
For the DJI Osmo Action, we just need to see how the DSLR-like 10-bit footage looks like. But I really hope that the Osmo Action works and has good image quality. The stabilization has to be good, but yeah, if not, I'm gonna return it. So tell me down in the description which of these cameras you would choose and which of these cameras you have. And do you like the footage from the brand new Osmo Action 3? I don't have the GoPro Hero 10 because the Osmo Action is quite a lot cheaper than the GoPro Hero 11, I think. I think you can get the GoPro Hero 11 for the same price if you buy the subscription, but that's a scam in my opinion. But tell me down in the description if you like the footage from the Osmo Action 3 or if I'm gonna return it. So hopefully, fingers crossed that this looks good, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and please give me a like. That means a lot to me. I have a lot of subscribers lately, so that's just fantastic. But they've been watching most of my shorts, but this is what I really like to do, be out in nature and just enjoy the beautiful Norwegian nature. And we're gonna do a lot of that going forward because it's starting to get a little bit better weather now. Getting close to spring and hopefully we can get some warm days. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.